Welcome, seriously welcome here to a John Legg fragrance review. Really appreciate your company, appreciate your time, appreciate your visit. You know, it is my honour, my privilege to be able to share these fragrances here with you on YouTube. So thank you for coming to this channel. Right, okay, this fragrance review is massively overdue. Don't let it happen again, Leggy. I am so sorry. Okay, so a long time ago, I dropped a review for Lattafa's EJAAZI, the original green bottle. And you know what? Fantastic fragrance. It sort of bypasses the opening of Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, and it sort of picks up after Bleu de Chanel has been on your skin for about 30-40 minutes. This original EJAAZI by Lattafa sort of picks up there and it sort of takes it from there, and it is a fantastic sort of blue style fragrance. Okay, gets the job done in that respect. Okay, good performance as well, being Lattafa. I'm so sorry, I should have dropped this before. We need to talk about the other one in the EJAAZI range or line or whatever you want to call it. So it's Lattafa's. Try to get this camera to focus. Here we go. I tell you what, with this new camera, I've had to get my hair done and everything, so this new camera's doing me head. Right, so here we go. So it's EJAAZI and it's Intense Silver. Okay, Eau de Parfum, 100ml, eBay. British money will cost you around about £14. Now this, okay, I've got to tell you, there's two aspects to this fragrance. I've already sprayed it on my arm because I need the dry down to talk to you about that. I'm going to spray it for the opening to tell you about that. So let's do it. Okay, now, if you're expecting a sort of a flanker or a version of the original EJAAZI, I don't really get that at all. In fact, the original EJAAZI is a very blue, sort of Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, sort of Dylan Blue sort of fragrance, if you like. This one isn't. This is a nice, warm, cozy fragrance. It's not a blue fragrance. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. So they're not the same. They're not sort of even related at all. So, Intensive Silver, the opening. Now, you are going to smell a sort of a grapefruit note. But you know, normally when grapefruit is in a fragrance, it sort of punches you around the face. This one isn't. This is quite a muted grapefruit. There's also a citrusy sort of vibe, which I'm guessing is either orange or lemon, okay? And there's also sort of like a cedar wood in there, okay? Okay. The opening, in fact, for the first 20 minutes to 30 minutes of this fragrance, I'm going to say I've worn it an awful lot and it takes me by surprise every time. Every time I spray it, I just go, it's okay. It's something and nothing. It's just okay. It's just a great smell. It doesn't have any particular standout notes. And you know what? I do this to myself every time for the first 20 minutes. I'm thinking it's nothing special. It's just all right. Okay, this is the thing. The dry down. After 20 to 30 minutes, it goes into the dry down phase, and that is the point at which the magic happens. Trust me, go through that first 20 minutes. It's almost like a football team that, you know, they're on the pitch and they don't really know how to play, and then suddenly they get their flow and they start doing the passes and the goals come. The dry down is the place to be on this one because the dry down is beautiful. It sort of is a tonka rich cedarwood amber, and you know what? Oh man, the dry down literally is like a burn that comes off your skin. I don't mean it smells smoky or anything like that. It is literally a warm mass of fragrance coming at you. Yeah, the tonka is what makes this one special. And the amber sort of keeps it nice and sort of rich. The cedarwood keeps it slightly woody, but not massively heavily sort of woody. Okay, so once the sort of something and nothing sort of opening, now you might go, you know what, like it's an amazing open. I don't get that. It's just okay. And it leads into the amazing dry down. Wait, be patient with this one. Wait for the dry down and you will go, you know what, Leggy's right. This is a phenomenal fragrance. Okay, let's just talk about one other thing. You know, I think this is supposed to be a copy or a clone of Le Nuit L'Homme by YSL. Now, okay, for me, it's pretty close, but I think for a die-hard Le Nuit L'Homme fan, you know, a die-hard fan would say it's not that close, it's just mediocre in terms of a clone. Because I know that Le Nuit L'Homme has a massive cult following. You know, people just live by that fragrance. And I think people, if they were told that this is a clone, the die-hard fans would probably go, yeah, it's okay, I suppose. But for me, I'm quite satisfied with this being a clone or a dupe, whatever you want to call it, of Le Nuit L'Homme by YSL. Okay. In terms of it being unisex, right, okay, I think all Lattafas are marketed as unisex. This one, in my humble opinion, is unisex with a definite male lean, okay, all right? You might say, you know what, I'm a woman and I wear it and I love it. You might drop me a comment. But personally, I would say it definitely, in my nose, leans towards a male sort of fragrance. Okay, what age group could wear this? You know what, it's pretty ageless in that respect. Even from a teenager right up to the grave, you could wear this. It is very universal. Okay, it's an everyday sort of easy wear. You know, there's no challenging notes. There's nothing that really sort of you're going to worry about people smelling that coming off you. There's nothing like that at all. It's a very easy wear. Put it into your collection. I would recommend it. Put it into your collection because it's just a fantastically consistent fragrance. Just put it on early and then wait for the dry down, because it's the dry down, I say, where the magic happens. Okay, let's talk about the performance, because all Lattafas, I've come to the conclusion, all Lattafas for around about 3 to 4 hours, all Lattafas perform amazing. Some are a little bit more sort of louder than others. This is above average, but it's just okay in terms of its performance. For 4 hours, it sets up a nice, fairly close scent bubble around you. It does trail off you, but what I will say is, now this is crazy because I would have thought people would have said something as I was wearing this, because I can constantly smell it for 4 hours. No one has ever commented on me wearing this, and I've worn it an awful lot. So maybe I've just been in environments where people are a bit too shy to say something, or just haven't sort of detected it was coming from me or whatever. But nobody's ever commented on it. Nobody's ever complimented me on this one. But I don't know why, because I say for 4 hours, I'm constantly getting beautiful whiffs of this, right? In terms of projection, yes, it does project off you. And maybe for the first sort of hour, there's quite a good sort of scent memory trail coming off you. After about 4 hours, you do have to sort of top up. Okay, so just carry a Travelo with a bit of this in and top up. Okay, I've got to be honest, it's not my favourite Lattafa, but I tell you what, it is a solid fragrance. In fact, it's a pretty flawless fragrance once, for me, I've got over the initial sort of impact of no impact in the start. Wait for that dry down, and I tell you what, okay, that's still in the opening, and it's still just a something and nothing. It's still trying to sort itself out. Oh, the dry down. The dry down is a good place to be. All right. I hope I've given you enough information on this. If I haven't, drop me a comment, ask me a question. And if you would like to thumb this video up, that would be awesome. Subscribe if you'd like to as well. And I would love to see you next time. But until that time, I'd like you to stay safe. I'd like you to spray fragrance every single day. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.